important as it is to understand what's happening into the world of sales, we also wanted to understand what's happening to buyers, because arguably our destiny as sellers depends on how our buyers react. And to that end, we went and surveyed a number of purchasers at larger corporations, a mixture of procurement officials, people in finance, operations, people who essentially buy and negotiate products for a living. And what we learned from them has major implications for the world of sales. First of all, maybe no surprise, what we found was that starting in March and April, they essentially stopped everything and reprioritized every single purchase that was outstanding. At this point, procurement is able to ask people to comply with processes that you previously could only dream of. Up until February, I would have said that the major talk line for a procurement organization was around how to get a seat at the table, how to help people take more of a strategic perspective. At this point in time, however, I think it's probably procurement's table. They are in charge of all the company's expenses. And for a seller, that means that their work just got much, much harder, as they now have to address many more objections, and there are no end rounds at this point in time. And a lot of these objections are different in kind and nature. People really want to know about your finances. They really want to understand your supply chain. What was previously maybe a pro forma inquiry is now a genuine inquiry. They want to see that audit. Procurement really is in charge of what's happening. And at the same time, as procurement has become more demanding and has been asked to be more demanding, their perceptions of sellers has changed dramatically. At Challenger, we've been tracking the most important sales skills since our inception. And what we found from 2019 to just 2020 is that buyer perceptions of seller skills have fallen dramatically. Here, for what it's worth, are the 5 most important skills from a buyer's perspective. It starts with, not surprisingly, delivering insights. And what you see here is that their perceptions of sellers has fallen across the board. They find sellers worse at delivering insights, worse at helping them bring together the different stakeholders, and worse at making decisions. Even something like helping them make the purchase easy is something that sales is typically scored high at, now scores much lower. And we think this exposes a lot of gaps in the world of selling, where previously you might have been able to coast a little bit on growth and on momentum, and candidly on a little bit on relationship quality. At this point, sales organizations are being called to account. They also find themselves in front of a different kind of stakeholder, a stakeholder for whom the business pain is a little more abstract and a little bit more financial. They want to understand the actual economic value in quantifiable terms. And if you're unable to do that relative to the competition, then chances are the sale won't happen.